On this episode of Church Talk, we're going to talk about walls. It seems like they're all we hear about these days, what it will look like.
A big, beautiful, powerful wall.
Who's going to pay for it?
And I will have Mexico pay for that wall. Mark my word.
But this video is not going to talk about national or political walls. This video is going to talk about theological walls. And if you really just want to hear a few quick thoughts on what the Bible says about walls, well then skip ahead to this part of the video. By theological walls, I mean the barriers we create to protect or preserve our theological points of view. Because if you never have anyone asking any questions, well then you never have to think critically about your answers, let alone confront your own implicit theological bias. A friend of mine once compared theology as a wall to theology as a trampoline. Think about a wall made of bricks, each one carefully secured in place, one on top of the other. If you want to take one out to have a closer look, watch out, because the whole thing could come tumbling down. And we wonder why so many post-evangelicals feel like their faith has crumbled after they start to question the things they were taught about women or queer people or sex or hell. Compare this with a trampoline, supported and held together by springs. You can take one out, hold it in your hand, take a closer look, all while continuing to jump on your trampoline. In fact, regular inspection and maintenance of the springs is encouraged. I'm tired of theological walls. I'm tired of a theology built on fear, a theology that pushes people out and causes psychological and existential trauma. We need more theological trampolines, and really big ones, so we can all jump together and jump higher and higher. On a trampoline like this, everyone is welcome. We're not afraid of our differences because our diversity is celebrated and essential. Because if you're only seeing God from one point of view, I'm pretty sure you're not seeing God, but just your own reflection staring back at you. You see, our theology must be intersectional. We need feminist theology, and queer theology, and liberation theology, and black theology, and womanist theology, and mujerista theology, and ecological theology, and constructive theology. All the theologies. So, what are you waiting for? Take off your shoes and start jumping. Okay, now a few words about what the Bible says about walls. In Joshua chapter 6, the Israelites encounter one of the most famous walls in the Bible at Jericho. They walk around it every single day, and on the seventh day they walk around it 7 times, and then they huff and they puff and they yell, and the big, beautiful wall comes tumbling down. Well, all except for the part of the wall that supported the house of Rahab, the woman with the potentially scandalous career path who helped the Israelite spies when they were first checking out the city, and who, depending on which scholar you read or listen to, turned out to be the great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother of Jesus. All this to say, the walls that protected the privileged and powerful came tumbling down, while the walls that supported the marginalized, they remained in place. Yeah! And then there's another one. In 2 Samuel chapter 22, David escapes from Saul, his best friend's dad, who's trying to kill him, and then he sings this. You deliver a humble people, but your eyes are upon the haughty to bring them down. Indeed, you are my lamp, O Lord. The Lord lightens my darkness. By you I can crush a troop, and by my God I can leap over a wall. So go ahead and build a wall, but then watch as God gives people a boost so they can leap right on over it. One more. Fast forward to Revelation chapter 20, where we see a great high wall. Only look closer and you'll notice that this wall has 12 gates. There's not just one way to enter, but 12, 3 on every single side. Everywhere you go, it's like there's a door. And its gates will never be shut by day, and there will be no night there. People will bring into it the glory and the honor of the nations. The point of this great high wall and this vision of a new heaven and a new earth is to draw people in, allowing all the nations to enter and reflect this beautifully diverse image of God. Okay, that's all for now, but you should really go listen to the podcast episode that goes along with this video. You can find it on our website at trcnyc.org/churchtalk or by searching for Church Talk wherever it is you listen to podcasts. And then you can hear Pastor Amy and myself talk more about these themes and ideas and everything that you just watched in this video. It's a really great episode.
This Wild West that we find ourselves in now, where God is always creating and God is always pushing us to new places and God is always dismantling the walls that we build. It can be scary sometimes.
Yeah. What does it leave us with?
Right.
But I'm going to go jump on a trampoline right now. See you next time.